Colonel Sofia Qureshi spoke at Manekshaw Center about Operation Sindoor, an important military move that marks a new phase in India's defense strategy. She said the operation shows India's strength in multi-domain precision warfare. Pakistan tried to spread misinformation during this operation, marking it a fight not only in the battlefield but also in information warfare. Colonel Qureshi called on young people to be digitally aware, avoid fake news and support the country's defense efforts. Her speech highlighted the growing role of technology in modern warfare. Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar said that today being called a Bihari is a matter of pride. He added that his government has improved law and order in the state. However, Bhojpuri actor Kesari Lal Yadav stirred controversy by saying that during the so-called Jungle Raj, people at least stayed alive by paying money. His remarks has sparked strong political reaction. Many leaders criticize Kesari's statements, calling it disrespectful to Bihar's progress. The debate continues across social media and political circles. Punjabi singer Gary Sandhu has come under fire after a live show in California. During his performance, he sang a song that connected Hindu religious bhajan with US President Donald Trump, including the lines "Chalo bulawa aaya hai, Trump ne bulaya hai." Many people felt offended by this comparison, saying it disrespected Hindu religious feeling. Shiv Sena Punjab leader Bhanu Pratap said Gary Sandhu hurt Hindu sentiments by mixing politics with sacred devotional songs. The controversy has caused a stir among the Punjabi and Hindu communities. Kerala has become the first state in India to declare an end to extreme poverty. Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan announced this in the State Assembly, praising the success of the Left Democratic Front government's poverty elimination scheme. The project identified over 64,000 families in deep poverty and helped lift them from these conditions through targeted support and aid. After 4 years of effort, Kerala government claims no family remains in extreme poverty. This achievement highlights Kerala's social development efforts and set an example for other states. To tackle worsening air quality, Delhi's authorities have banned entry of old diesel truck and goods vehicle from other states. From November 1st, vehicles registered outside Delhi that do not meet BS6 pollution standards are not allowed to enter Delhi NCR. The ban includes light, medium and heavy goods vehicles that pollute more. The Commission for Air Quality Management hope this ban will help reduce pollution and improve air quality in the capital during winter, when smog usually increases and causes health problems. On the holy day of Devothani Ekadashi, around 4 to 5 lakhs devotees started the Panchkosi Parikrama in Ayodhya early morning at 4 am. This parikrama is a 15-kilometer religious journey circling the sacred city perimeter. Devotees walking, chanting Ram Ram, showing devotion to Lord Ram. The walk will continue until Sunday morning, lasting more than 24 hours. This annual event attracts large crowds seeking spiritual blessings and peace. The massive participation reflects the deep faith and cultural importance of Ayodhya in Hinduism. Zohran Mamdani, a Democratic candidate for New York City mayor, made controversial remark about Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi during a visit to a Gurudwara. Mamdani accused Modi and his government of promoting violence against minorities in India. He also criticized the current NYC mayor Eric Adams for making the city expensive to live in and having close ties with Modi, which he claims hurt local minority communities. Mamdani's remarks sparked debate among residents, highlighting concern about global politics affecting local issues. Jamaica is facing tough time after Category 5 Hurricane Melissa hit the island. In Black River City, many people are searching for food, water and essential amid the chaos. Shops and supermarkets were badly damaged or destroyed by the storm, leaving residents to look for supplies in muddy debris and rubble. The disaster has caused shortage of clean drinking water and food for the past 3 days. Local authorities are working to restore order, but the city remains in crisis as residents cope with hunger and destruction. From November, several major rules are changing in India. Bank customers can now add up to 4 nominees to their accounts. Paying toll through UPI will become cheaper, making travel easier. Price of commercial LPG cylinders have been reduced by Rs 6.50. These changes aims to improve convenience and reduce cost for citizens. Other updates include new GST return deadlines and easier credit card rules. People are advised to check their bank and payment app for the latest update starting this month. South Africa women's cricket team has entered the ICC Women's ODI World Cup final after defeating Australia. This is their fifth ICC final in just 3 years. Earlier, the South African men's team won the World Test Championship this year. Now all eyes are on the women's team as they chase their first ever ICC trophy. Players like Laura Walbert and Madison Capp are in great form. Fans hope the women's will make history and bring the cup home. India's cold wave this year might come late, said the Indian Meteorological Department. Mrityunjay Mahapatra, IMD director, explained that while daytime temperature in November will be cooler than usual, nighttime temperatures may feel warmer. This is due to a weak La Nina affected the Pacific Ocean, which cools the ocean water and influences weather patterns. The La Nina is expected to last till February 2026. This weather shift could delay severe cold waves in many parts of India during winter month. That's all for today's bulletin. We'll be back with more updates next time. Until then, this is Tamanna Rizvi signing off. Have a good day.